and would take 50% of his success, not 10% like some tithers, but 50% of his increase. And he would also give free orange juice to Bible colleges. You said to me, the young man understood the lesson and God began to work with his life. Can I share with you for just a few moments? God wants to teach us a lesson today. This text is powerful because it opens us up to the lesson that God has. Just for the next 15 minutes, I'm still watching the clock. There is something that's powerful in this text that begin to say, I'm practicing something I've never done. I'm trying this 20-minute thing. I don't know if I'm gonna work it, but I'm trying something. The text is beautiful. You remember we studied about last week, we talked about the story of Ahab and the prophet of God. He runs all of a sudden to the house of Ahab and tell him, he says, it is going to be a drought in the land. That's what we talked about last week. God said there won't be no rain until the space of the time that he tells me to tell you it's going to be a rain. He runs in and tells him. Now one of the characters in our lesson is Ahab. And what kind of lesson could Ahab got out of the prophet running into his house telling him that there would be no rain? I'm glad you asked, because the greatest lesson that Ahab had is that he believed he was large and in charge. He believed that he was somebody great. And the truth of the matter is that God always erects in our life to show us that even though we can control everything in our life, there are things in our life that we cannot control.